Hi, this video is for James. Installation TeamRXP PVC oil extractor with clean side extractor as well. Most people recommend putting the can over on this side because there's a place of attachment here where the ground wire is. I chose not to do that because right over there is the turbocharger, and this is all going to get real hot over here. I thought other competitors do put it here, so I guess it's okay, but I wanted to put it on the other side, so I put it over here on the driver's side. Basically, you get the kit. Everything in there you need, including James sent a tap, which was very helpful. So for a Ford Ecoboost, you have to take the shroud off. I believe it's 8 and 10 millimeter nuts and bolts here. It's pretty easy. You just take that off, and then you remove your stock oil fill. This all comes off. This helps gain access under here to the intake manifold. In there, under there, you'll find the PVC connection. It's a little bit difficult to get into. I have fairly small hands, but basically with the shroud removed, you can stick your hand under here, and what you have to do is you have to push down on these clips. And you'll get it off. Then from underneath, there's not much room. Other people are able to get their hands under in there. I could not do it. So what I did was I put the Mustang up on ramps, and I got under this side, and there you can reach up, and I've sent James some pictures. You can access the PVC valve back there. There's a blue bung, so you take that off. Then what you do is he sends you connectors for the included hoses. So basically you just shove those on, get them real tight, and then you clip those back on to the connection on the intake manifold, and then the one down underneath on the oil pan. So that gives you two, and then I fed both of those up. The next one you'll need is when you're building boost, you'll remove this part of the intake. Okay, it all comes out pretty easy. There are two connections here that you have to take off, and then what I did was I also enclosed pictures, but I took his 90-degree PVC connection. You take this off, you drill the appropriate hole. I think it's a 3/8 inch tap or 5/8, I'm not sure. But then you tap in here, and then you run the hose. I ran it up this way. It avoids the fan, and I come back from underneath. He gives you the appropriate check valves. You just want to make sure they're always pulling suction, pulling the right direction. Okay. Then if you opt to get the clean side, he sends you this, and there's a connection. I used a needle nose plier. I couldn't get it tight enough with my hand, but this thing you just kind of pull off. Okay, so that goes to replace your oil fill cap. I couldn't turn it with my hands, so I used a needle nose plier, get it down there, and then every time you change your oil, you just push this back in, just like that, and it fits under the hood fine. And that one comes around up, and I attached it to the clean air side right here. James does supply you brackets, but for this particular mount, getting it in here, and I can still reach my hand around and get to the drain and open and close that. Also what I did, I enclosed pictures. I put a PVC connection and a PVC hose down that way so I can empty it every time I change my oil, and I have it going down there. Now I did make my own bracket. James supplies you with a bunch of brackets, but for my particular install, I wanted it right here so I'm not hitting anything. So anyway, I made this bracket right here out of aluminum. I just went down to Lowe's, and then I'm using the stock area for strut tower brace or chassis brace. It's M10-1.50. That's the appropriate nut that goes on there, and then that's all there is to it. It's a clean install, pretty straightforward. Again, most people, competitors, put their can here. I just figured that some of the advantages of having it on this side is if it's cooler, you'll get more condensation of oil vapors. But all in all, clean install. This was installation on Mustang Ecoboost. Hope that helps people.